Welcome.
I'll grab a cup of coffee. I already have mine done. Yeah, my little mug. Good. So where were we? Basically, I'll walk you through. So Fran Bow, so far, I don't know really much what's gone on. I have matches to light up the darkness, or just for fun. No. Use the matches. What? No, I'm not going to. This game is quite not safe for work, so just a note there. Oh, a dancing teddy. It doesn't have shoes, but it does have a tie. That makes Teddy happy. It really looks like Winnie the Pooh. They don't smell. They must be plastic flowers then. That or you have anosmia, which is inability to smell. I hope you don't have that. I won't sit down. Okay, but you've got all this spice rack and things. Pepper, always good to dress up the soup. She got the pepper? What for? If there is garlic, there are no vampires? Alright, what about the chili? Ooh! And laurel. I like to add some laurel in my stews. Kitty likes to play with olives. I guess he thinks they are insects. Squirrels' body parts. I don't want to know. In some places in the south, they do eat squirrels. So. I want to take somebody else's food, not all of it anyways. Ew, what's that inside? What an odd thing. It looks like a seed. I wonder who Mush is because he owns all the mushrooms. This smells like a weed we had in our garden. Can you believe that my hand is still on the keyboard? I really have to just push my keyboard to the side and really grab my mouse properly because I'm just so used to using my keyboard all the time. And I'm gonna continue keeping my hand over here so that I don't get distracted to using it. Salt, a very good ingredient. You do use salt for banishing the maleficent spirits. I don't like beans that much. What? Beans are delicious. The bag smells funny. I won't touch it. Alright, so I think we got everything here. What about this bird food? That is a pretty can. I wonder how she's managed to reach all that way. So, we've got a rare seed, salt and pepper. What about this plant over here? This looks like a plant. Oh, great deduction there, Watson. I wonder if I can water this seed. I'm pretty much sure that we do have to fill that. This doesn't bring me any good memories. I'm kind of covering it up with my camera, but there's no other place to go. But yeah, you can't see that there's a lot of steak here, so. I wonder if we should take a pill now to reveal what's here. Actually, we're in a well. Weird. Oh, I see you have it comfortable there, little baby. Did your mommy drop you? I bet she did because she was sick. It's not your fault. You seem fresh. Are you still alive? You are a clever little baby. You took your placenta with you. The placenta is like a jetpack of blood and nutrients. Oh, hello little baby. What are you doing here? Nobody loves you, but you're so pretty. I like you. At least you're on the wall like a picture, so everybody can see you. Disturbing. And I think I can climb up. A secret bottle with a secret inside. I'm very curious right now. What could it be? Yeah, but can I reach it? I doubt so. Oh, I can climb up. Will I be able to get the bottle? I need a bridge. Alright, so this will... We'll do this later on. I don't think we use any of the quartzes, but... I know it's kind of sick what I've tried to suggest, but still. Firewood to keep the chimney warm. Poor trees. I wonder if they scream all the time while they are burning. This is odd. Why is this area painted in black and white? Maybe they didn't have enough paint to paint everything. I guess everyone has different styles and tastes. It is quaint. What about this picture, Mr. Midnight? Those girls, they took my kitty. I don't like to be selfish, but that is my kitten. I like their blue dress, though. Oh, they're conjoined twins. Honey! Honey bear, you taste fabulous. Yummy yummy cookies in all colors and flavors. Flour makes me sneeze, but that is a funny feeling. Baking soda, king size baking. King Leo. Oh, that's so sweet. This always makes the biggest cupcakes. I'd love to make some cupcakes right now that I think about it. Why do they have this wilted rose in here with this pine cone? Maybe it will attack me. This makes me think of Don't Starve Together now. For whatever reason. To dry my little hands. A Sharpie shiny knife. It can be good to have on you. I love how it had this pink ribbon. Spatula. It sounds like Dracula, but in a spa. Spatula. Never thought about it. Are you gonna look inside the oven like Sylvia Plath? A cooker to cook. My mommy told me how to use it. I don't like to light matches though. It always feels like it could burn my entire face. My grandma had an oven like this one, and it's true. It's really weird to operate, and it's not really easy lighting it up. Like working with the matches and stuff, it's weird. We'll see if we have to light it. A painting of a teapot with painted tea inside? Right. I close the window so the cold wind stays out. I open the window so the cold wind comes in. I mean, if we're going to turn this on, I think it's a good idea to actually leave the window open. At least cracked a little bit, so. Are those eyes? Ugh. Maybe they like to see things, so they need more eyes. I have my pills. They make me see a lot of weird things. What did I get? Okay, so far I've got... let me see. So far I've got the Sharpie knife. Got the baking powder. What is this cauldron? To make yummy soup? Oh, so we are going to do some cooking. Alright then. It's fun to see what people have in their homes. Let me see. Bottles, a milk jar, and dry flowers. Nothing of interest. A head from a human, I guess. Skulls always look so happy. They don't. Is that bonsai? Oh, a letter. Welcome home, beautiful kitten. We hope you like your new bed. Be nice and eat your food. Love, Clara and Mia. This is not home. I guess they thought I was a cat. They can't love me. They don't even know me. I won't lay down in that thing. I should try to get out of here instead. With my kitty, of course, not by myself. I think they brought your kitty here. And they do have, you know, some affinity towards you, I'd say, at least. Okay, let's pop a pill. So we're still here. I don't know if we can go to the right. Let me see. No, not really. So then, I do know that at some point... Rare seed, I wonder what kind of flower will grow from it. Okay, I'm thinking. I think I need to fill the cauldron with water. If I turned the faucet on, maybe the water would come on. Yeah. Duh. Water in the pot. Ready to cook. Alright. We got that now. I kind of doubt that we have to cook that particular seed, but I don't know, now that I think about it. Let's keep going. Oh, there are plenty of things here. Wow, this is really a feast. And who are these girls? Their faces look familiar, but I'm not sure. Could it be? That was a mysterious woman. I like the blue rose. I never saw a rose in the ocean. Maybe it's an old story. Maybe the moon gave her the rose because he loves her. What a tiny house in the middle of nowhere. A walk on the beach won't take so long. It looks like somebody lives there. They have a chimney. On the secluded island. That looks so nice. Let's grab a chair. This is not my cup. That cake looks absolutely yummy. I could eat the whole thing. Chocolate cake, my favorite. Should I? Ooh, sweet candy. Mmm, caramel sauce all over it. Delicious and beautiful. My mouth is melting. I'm so hungry. Nobody will notice if one little cupcake is gone. Oh, poor thing, she actually did have the cupcake. Oh, tartlets. Sugar in many colors. The teapot has no tea at all. No, I think it's just meant for decoration. Can we pull the rug? No. Cozy and warm. I could burn things here. Things that I don't need. But you never know when you'll need some things. Firewood in line to be burnt. A vase to put some flowers in it. It has ashes inside. Why ashes? It's just strange. Combine. Sorry. Pile of ash. Okay, I have to still check around. Is that a flying pig? I wonder if any friendly animal would like to fly with us. That would be a new experience. Not that I don't have any. Now I understand what the deer wanted back in the hospital. It didn't want to get its head fixed. I wanted its head on the wall. Silly me. But what about the ashes? So we're still here, but we need to make a Like a bridge of sorts. Not sure how we're gonna do that. I'm not sure if I want to go upstairs just yet. Alright. Oh my goodness, the smell! Poor girl, who could have done this and why? I need to be careful and protect my kitty and myself. Look, it's midnight! Many tiny paintings, and there's a cat. When I grow up, I will have lots of cat paintings on my walls. And other things too, but I'm not grown up yet. Burning candles! She's getting so excited over burning candles. Chants. The blueberry tree. Antonio the Greatest? Oh, so he's a performer. Luciano Myron, Queen of Meat. Oh, a record player. I wonder if it works. Let's see. Oh, there, it works. Maybe I should keep it down. Nah, leave it on. I hope I don't get a coffee strike over the music. That would be silly. Owls and cats are a bit alike. Both are curious, both like to kill mice, and both are good companions of witches. There are many books and things on the shelf. So many things that it makes me dizzy. I'll just leave it there. Oh, a typewriter, and it works. I guess I could write, but there is no paper, and a good writer has to know what to write about first. What about the window? I know it's a bit quaint, okay, just walking about when there's this cadaver right here, but... I don't know, I'm very disturbed right now. This is still the same. Every room we get in, we get the same vision. The stairs end up in a wall. Maybe that was the door I made and now it disappeared. I'll have to find another way out. Alright. Just a bit surprised that we can't get any wood? Firewood to keep the chimney warm. I really thought that we could get some. Seems not. A monster who likes goats. The goat looks angry. I guess he is ticklish or annoyed. Oh, that's useful. That's useful. A broom to fly away or just to clean around. That's actually useful. It might just be what we need. Red rose in a painting. The drawer open. Let me see what's inside. Black candles to light up the darkness. I mean, we've got salt, we've got black candles, a knife, matches, a broom. It really starts to feel like witchy things are about to happen. The sisters, they look alike. Pink and blue, complete opposites. So eerie. And what's upstairs? A ladder. Perhaps Mr. Midnight is up there. I'll go there in a moment's time. Frankly, I don't even know what to do. A mirror, but why is my reflection not there? Hello? This mirror doesn't do its job. It has a little keyhole. Maybe it's just decor. Oh, you mean at the top? Interesting. And then there's this vanity table here that looks real Nice. Sorry, we got tweezers to pick up things. My tiny hands can't. Alright. Lipstick. The perfume smells like teenagers. Nice stuff. Very girly. I guess I'll be very girly when I grow up. White candles everywhere. Ugh, is that the monster? And so much blood. I guess I'm not the only one who can't see him then. Is he holding a head? I have to be careful. This looks like a very old painting. A mommy holding two babies. I wonder. Right, it's probably the twins. Why are there pentagrams on the bed? Strange. I'll lay down and sleep tight when I get back home. Aunt Grace has for sure put some new sheets. I love the feeling of my sleepy head on a clean pillow. I wonder what the deal is with the doll heads and roses. I guess I'll figure it out someday. Dolls are like hollow humans. I never thought of it that way. Ugh, these toys are so ugly. I hope they didn't hear me. I don't want them trying to catch me and kill me. Oh, hello, doll. Who caught you? I hope this never happens to me. I guess it doesn't need to happen if I'm clever enough. Ah, water all around. Water makes me feel helpless. And because I can't swim, I'll have to navigate or something. Kitty is really afraid of water too. Owie. That hurt. So it's just, you're still inside the well, just higher up. Alright. That ghost! Sorry. We really need some candles though. So, combine. I don't want to burn up my little purse. Okay, use. Okay, good. So there was light in the attic. Oh no! A fox's head. Foxy, no. You know, I love how they use the fox again. They used it in Little Misfortune. And I thought that was really cool. What is your problem? Poor Foxy. Hope someday I find a fox that isn't dead so I can talk to it. What was the fox's name? Let me see. Little Benjamin. Though I don't remember. Yeah, Benjamin is a red fox. Benjamin Juvenilius Red Fox is one of the main supporting characters and protagonists of Little Misfortune. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, back. So, Foxy, oh no, I wish I could have taken you out of there. Exactly. What is your problem? Poor Foxy Fox. Mr. Midnight, are you here? Kitty, meow. I'm here for you. Don't be scared. Fran, is that really you? Oh dear, finally. Let me see you. It's me. Come closer, please. Oh, that's really Mr. Midnight. Oh, Fran, I'm so happy to see you. I missed you very much. I had dreams about you. And here you are. Thank you for not giving up. I love you, my friend. Aw, I love you too, Mr. Midnight, and I really missed you. Oh dear Fran, how did you find this place? After those people took you away in the woods, I tried to follow them. But after a while, I got lost. My senses were too weak to track you. I tried to catch some food to recover, but something happened. Somebody took me and put me in this cage. I will open the cage. We need to get out. We need to get to Aunt Grace. Fran, I'm very tired. I wish everything was just a bad dream. Everything's gonna be fine. We just have to get out of here. Fran, can I ask you something? Sure, Mr. Midnight. What is it? Did you feel my presence in your dreams? Yes, I did. You told me to take the medicine and find you. What medicine, Fran? It wasn't really me talking to you. I think somebody was helping us get together. Every time I had dreams about you, I felt the presence of something else. A presence? Really? What kind? For what I felt, it was inhuman, but it was really peaceful and kind. That's magic. Great to have somebody else taking care of us. Fran, did you hear that? Did you? Oh, I'll see what it is. I'll try to find the key to unlock you, alright? I love you. Are these twins? Hello, little babies. Who sewed you two together? No, gosh, they're not sewed together. It looks like it hurts. Don't cry, alright? You should smile and be nice. It's time to sleep. Get away from them. A bunny doll. Are you waiting for Easter? Do you lay eggs or do you steal them from a chicken? And how do eggs become chocolate eggs? So much to ask you. I wish you could answer me. Those shoes are too big for me. Okay, so let's just look around the attic and see what we can find. There's this dead rat. It's time to get up. I met another rat a while ago. Are you tired? A bunch of records. I'm not in the mood for happy music, I guess. The toys in the attic always carry sadness within them. It's very understandable. I wouldn't like to be abandoned in the attic. A lot of tiny stuff. Is that an angel's head? Weird stuff you can find in the attic. Usually it's just, it's things that nobody wants and they just toss them up in the attic. I like my own dress, but those are pretty too. I guess I don't need them. I hope nobody is behind that mask. You never know. What a pretty doll. I like the hairstyle. Why are you sitting there? There are many dolls to play with, but I wouldn't play with any of them. They look scary. Just one hat. Just a hat. A scorpion. Scorpions make me nervous. They walk with their butt in the air, ready to stab you. Maybe it's a zodiac sign. I'm a Sagittarius. Go, go, Fran. Yeah, it's probably something to do with the zodiac signs. Oh, let's see this. The sisters. They have the same jacket, and that's one of those straight jackets. But if they are the sisters, why are they so old? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's like a time lapse within this house. Maybe time flows differently, or they're just different pictures from different time periods. Because we saw, I don't even know, like these twins in here. Then you've got this picture here, and then you've got pictures all around of the sisters. Oh well, so what I'm gonna do is... Oh, you scared me. I thought nobody was living here. There you are. I wasn't expecting this. We were waiting for you. Where is your head? My head? My head is just in the right place. You, the precious being from the other world. Who would ever believe us? What are you saying? I can't make sense of what you're saying. Fran Bow, that's your name, right? And your mom and dad died tragically? Very brutal, right? And now you really want to know who killed them, right? Slow down. How is it that you know all this? We just know. We have to. We are part of this world. But don't be sad. Bad things happen to all of us, all the time. I wish like nothing bad happened to me. I feel completely lost. Don't wish for things that can't be done. Find solutions and answers. I can't, yes, but the pain I feel is so great, I can't see solutions. Drink some tea and eat some cake. It will make you feel better. Thank you, but really, I need to know. Who told you all these things about me? Are you scared, little Fran? Of course not. I'm just curious, that's all. I'm mostly confused. You haven't asked about your cat yet, Mr. Midnight. That's very odd for a girl who loves her cat more than anything else in the world. And yet you look so calm after finding him in a cage, hungry and scared. Shouldn't it be us trembling in fear of you? I love him, and that is why I'm here. I didn't mean to be rude to you. You want him back? Yes, please. I really wish to have him back. He is my best friend. Before we set him free, tell us about how it is that you came here. It's a long story. I escaped from a place. A very, very ugly place. They opened the heads of children to find out what's wrong with them. Phil told me a secret, and I was clever enough to find the way out. And then I came into the woods and met a giant ant. And I killed the bug, and it was terrible. And then I met a rat who wanted to get his hair done. And then I met a door, and that door took me here. But when I entered the door, something happened. I don't remember anything else. And I saw a real pinecone family. That was fun. Oh, that pinecone family was real fun to witness. And we were honestly so naughty how we dealt with them. That was before I came here. They lived in Mr. Antonio's house. They like berries. And I saw flying insects that got stuck in trees because they have long hair. That was also in the woods. And now here I am, looking for Mr. Midnight. That was some adventure. How old are you, Fran? I'm 10 years old, but I have to turn 11 soon. And you? We are 16 years old, much older than you, so you have to obey us. Open the cage. I mean, you're not gonna be the boss of me. I don't want to obey you. You can't tell me what to do. You haven't even asked our names. That's not polite. And you shouldn't wander around in a house without permission. Are you stupid? A stupid little girl with no family at all? Stop that, please. Aw, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Are you crying? Because if you are, you'll get in trouble. If you don't do exactly as we say, you and your cat will die. Do you understand? You don't scare me. Free my cat now. You idiot! You asked for it. If you don't do what we ask for, bad things will happen to your cat. We will force you to kill him with your own hands. Oh no, please. I'll do whatever you ask for. Good. Now listen to us carefully. We need you to perform a little magic trick on us. Do you like magic? Magic is magical. Who doesn't like magic? Anyway, this magic is very powerful. It's tremendous and dangerous. Here is the recipe. Be cautious and precise, otherwise terrible things can happen. Oh, it's an actual recipe. We'll read it. Wow. Why can't you do it yourselves? We can't do it. It would kill us. You see, we weren't like this before. We used to be two different people in two different bodies. You weren't born like this? One night, a long time ago, something appeared in front of us. We thought it was an angel, but it was not. He decided that we should spend eternity together. He cursed us to be like this. We never understood why. We have a spell to bring him back, but we will do that later, when we are not attached to each other anymore. And show him that he is powerless and he will regret it. This sounds very scary, but I guess I'll have to do this for my kitty. We are going to gather some things you will need for the ritual. And because you have been a very nutty girl, you won't even be able to talk to your cat. You'll have to wait until we come back. I understand. I'll be waiting here. And Fran, do you see this key? Can you imagine what can be opened with it? Can you? You silly, silly girl. No! Wow, they got 2 legs though. The teapot has... Okay, no, my bad. So... I'm gonna check that recipe in a moment's time. Because what I really want to do is reach for that bottle and see what's inside. Don't know if I can. I'm actually grateful that I don't have to jump. Good. Ah! No! No! Bad piece of broom. Bad, bad. Oh, bummer. So what else can we use then? Oh, that's awful. Well, I'm pretty much out of ideas now. Yeah, no. That's not gonna happen. Alright, so then let me see what we need for this recipe. Summon the old lost body. Lost in darkness, lost in tears. Your body becomes a lie through the hand of the one angel that decides to bring you sorrow. You will need the heart of a frog, the head of a young virgin, hair and blood from a black cat, a pentagram made of ashes, the burnt body of a fox. That's oddly specific. This must be cooked all together inside a pot or cauldron with plenty of water. When you are about to drink the potion, repeat these words. I'm not gonna say that out loud. So, I'm really not superstitious. Okay, so we need the heart of a frog, the head of a young, that's hard because the head's missing. So. Let me check. I'm going to constantly have to check this. I know how to make the pentagram because we have the ashes, so that's easy to do. Hair and blood from a black cat. No! It's him again, but I haven't taken my pills. He opened the window. Thank you, but who is he? Huh. A rusty old bicycle in the middle of an island. I don't think it would take me very far. There is nothing but water around this house. Hey, you! Yes, who's speaking? Yeah, me, I'm a toad. I have to tell you something. Yeah? What is it? You are in great danger. Don't trust the girls. Why do you say that? Look, girl, I'm a toad, and I know I can swim away from this place. But they won't let me. Every time I try to get out of here, I magically come back. This house is like a huge magnet. A toad and cat magnet. They love us, but not to give us love. Just to use us. Don't trust them. Ah, that's terrible. That's why my kitty is here then. They gave you a recipe for some kind of magic, right? How did you know that? Did you see the dead girl in one of the rooms? Well, that can be if you tried to do it. She tried, but she did it wrong. So what should I do? I don't want to be beheaded. I'm not a clever toad, but if I were you, I would be creative. Creative. I'll try to do my best. And girl, please save us all. I really want to get out of here. Poor thing. A big rock, I'll leave it there. Huh. Good. Good. Finally. I got a plank. Let me see if something happens. Doubters need the truth on paper. My sister is trying to catch me, but I ran away. I'm scared. Would you help me? I have a monster inside my head. Doubters need the truth on paper. Ah, okay. I got an idea. Let's see if it works. Go to the typewriter. Use bad recipe with typewriter. Let's see if that works. I could write something, but what? Oh, a typewriter. And it worked. Well, really? Combine ticket with bad recipe. There are many books and things on the shelf. Okay, so I need to find a book of sorts. Oh my goodness, poor girl. Well, either way, we now have a plank so we can reach the bottle. Maybe it's gonna give us the information that we need. I can't lift it, it's too heavy for me, so then use the knife. Okay. Jumpity jump. Let's see what's inside. What in the world? That burned. Why? There is no fire. I can't touch the bottle. It really burns. Maybe it's bewitched for nobody to touch. What should I do now? Throw salt on it. I don't know, use the knife with that frog? No. Use the tweezers with that frog? It worked! Awesome! Alright, revealing the true soul. The world hides the truth from you. Work your soul through life and you will understand the purpose of this act. If you try to corrupt this essence, your soul will be hidden and never face the truth. To destroy an impure soul or give freedom to those who are trapped, you will need blood from the executor of the ritual, a blue bloom moonlight rose, hair from the person you want to bewitch. Draw a pentagram with the ashes inside. Draw a pentagram with the ashes inside the black and white square. Put a lighted black candle on every point of the pentagram. Fill a cauldron with water and put the other elements in it. Boil for over the person you want to bewitch and repeat these words while you walk around the pentagram. Sounds like Old English. Okay. Woo. We got a lot of things. A lot of things. It doesn't look conspicuous at all. Alright. I kind of wonder... Hold on. Is this a pot? No, that's... Fran, here are all the materials you'll need. Have you studied the ritual? Yes, but I'll need more time. I can't remember all the words. Well, learn them fast. Let us know when you are ready. Yikes. Psst. Girl, I think you need help getting rid of this bag. I can do that for you. But I may need it. No, you don't. Trust me. If we want to get out of here, this bag must disappear. I'll take it. You don't see me. Bye. Alright. Cool. Did you find a solution already? I don't know what to do. I'm mentally stuck. I know you have something that makes you see things that others don't. How do you know that? I'm a talking toad. Is that normal? I don't think so. But you can talk to me. That makes you special. It's logical. Well, you're right. But what about the things I can see then? Have you seen everything? Maybe you're missing some messages. I'll see what I can find. Okay. I thought I could make the pentagram here, but oh well. So I have to think of a way to have this happen. So what else do I have to do? Let me see. Okay, so now I need to light these. Okay, now I have to place the cauldron in the middle. No? Let me see. What do I do with this flower? Like, where do I place it? Baking powder to make soft dough bigger and beautiful. So we need blood, a blue hair for you want to be wet. we made the pentagram, so that's good. Sadly, I can't use the tweezers anymore. Oh, that sucks. I've just seen the girl inside. I thought I could remove, to be honest, I thought that I could remove some of the hair from the girls. I think I need it from the cat, I'm not sure. They locked the attic. Oh. Can't talk to Mr. Midnight until this is done. We're waiting for you, Fran. I really need this vase. This looks like a plant. Use moonlight seed with flowers. No, maybe we can find the place to plant it. So I'm thinking about it. What if we turn the stove on? Now let me see what's here. There are some missing ingredients. Hope I'm doing it right. I should read the recipe again. Yikes. A blue-bloomed moonlight rose. Blood from the executor of the ritual. I'm most definitely not doing this right. Salt and pepper in the magical soup. Which one am I doing? So really have no idea. Just want to see if I can. Hello, little baby. Ah! This worked! Right, because we do have the moonlight reflection here. This is a really nice blue rose. So then I have to add the boiling water. Oh, they actually do get crossed off. So now I need hair from the person you want to bewitch, blood from the executor of the... Blood from the... Sorry, not executor. Executor of the... Of the trial. Of the ritual. What am I seeing? So I need hair and blood. That blood doesn't work. Blood. Oh. Ouch, that hurt. But now I have my blood. True. Very true. So let's add my blood in here. There goes my blood. I hope it tastes good. Tra-la-la. And now I need hair from the person you want to bewitch. That's gonna be hard. My sister is trying to catch me, but I run away. I'm scared. I have a monster in my head. So we're almost done with this. I need to find hair from the person I'm trying to bewitch. So it has to be the girls, right? Oh! From the brush! From the hairbrush! From the hairbrush! From the hairbrush! Yeah, from the hairbrush. Come on. It has to be. Right? I swear I saw a hairbrush somewhere. This is just a powder case. No, that doesn't work. Don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure there was a brush somewhere. But where? Squirrel's body parts. Funny smelling bag. Maybe here. I won't lay down in that thing. Eyes. Skulls. Now let me see. There are some missing ingredients. I hope I'm doing it right. Where should I be finding the hair? Has to be somewhere around. I feel like it's right under my nose. Maybe upstairs. Or it could be... I can't do that. Use bloody knife with doll in a cage? It's not gonna work either. I should find a hairbrush somewhere. Don't know. What about the deer? Like, I have to cut hair off, but... yeah. Thinking about it. If you know it, don't tell me though. Because I'm trying to figure it out on my own. Where, oh where could I find hair? Open the window so the cold wind comes in. Well, I mean, there was nothing here, so... I'll close that window to dry my hands. I'm very sure that the hair from the person I want to bewitch. This is more magic to destroy evil. I should really do this instead. How can I get the hair from the girls? I have to trick them, but how? I have to trick them. I have to trick them. Alright. I have to trick them. I could burn things here. So I have to throw something in. Oh! Use bad recipe with twins? Right! I should have done this! I should have done this. Makes sense because that's why we use the typewriter. And then we modified the recipe. There was something missing. I couldn't find your hair in the bag. You must have forgotten. You said I had to follow this recipe very strictly. That's true. How could we miss that? Alright. There. Now get prepared. Awesome. Okay. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Great. Dark hair from the twins' head. Use hair from the twins with boiling water. Now the hair, good. Wow. So now I've got... I made the most incredible magic potion in the world. So use potion with displace. What do you mean it won't work? Okay, pour over the person you want to bewitch. Huh. Draw a pentagram with the ashes inside. Put a lighted black candle on every point of the pentagram. Fill a cauldron with water and put the other elements in it. Pour over the person you want to bewitch and repeat these words while you walk around the pentagram. Oh, so now I have to call them, right? Right. Everything is ready. Let's go to the kitchen. Good, let's go. Alright, so now I have to tell them. They'll go over there. Then I'll pour this over them. Great. Please sit down and close your eyes, ladies. Ah, they're so peaceful. Rest in pepperoni. Use potion with twins. And now I'll say the words. Bonte kran o ir begma o ibre nam ibre ir bonte ir echran. Begma hofme mondime gochfimia. I'm summoning Satan. Ibure ek itos ernemie bomek iburem isne. Wait a second, that is not the right spell. You tricked us. Whoa. Okay. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. I don't care. I don't care. I just need that key. A golden key, obviously. I think it opens several things, actually. First, I'm gonna go over here and see if it works there. The key was for this keyhole. And what's that, a puzzle? Huh? Ah, that's part of the machine. What? Oh, what hell? What the hell? We're gonna check what was inside. So, Sister Promise, we, Clara and Mia Bahamut. Let me check if this is alright. Yeah. We should hear music and everything. Fine. So, yeah. We, Clara and yada yada yada, promise to revenge the unfair destiny Itward decided for us. With blood and tears, we promise that we will kill him and bring our bodies back. We won't stand this any longer. Even though we are sisters, we hate each other and we will always hate each other. Nothing will ever change that, but now with our bodies attached to each other, we can't complete our task. The strongest will live forever and the weakest will die. Mother must die. Maybe that mommy wasn't a good mommy after all. My mommy was very good. She hugged me many times. Okay, the key for Mr. Nightshade? What was his name now? Pearls, I guess from a broken necklace. Duotine, my pills are called duotine too. But they got the yellow ones. I wonder what's the difference. Do you want to try? The sisters have a huge scar in the middle. That's scary. Maybe they were two different persons at all. Maybe they were two different persons after all. Sorry. Oh, the two-headed doll. It must be a really old doll. Oh, look, Gemini. It's also quite dirty. I guess it's because they played... What? They played a lot with it. A pink rosette. Pretty hair decoration. Shiny stuff. It looks like a necklace. That's a blue rosette. I like it very much. Alright. Two skeletons. They're kind of small, like me. I can't imagine who those two were. So let's go upstairs to the attic. A silver key. If that's silver, then I'm blind. That's like Eugenia Cooney calling her jacket silver, you know, when it was golden. But oh well. Whee! Mr. Midnight, it worked, my dear kitty. It worked. Come out. Let me hug you. Yay! Sack of fleas. Little bag of flea. Ew. Oh, this feels so good. I'm free, Fran, my good friend. Time to go home. You're free, my dear. Let's go home. Okay, so we got an achievement for finding Mr. Midnight. We need to get home, kitty. I hope the way back home isn't far. I hope so too, Fran. We can do this together. I can help you. Somehow I don't feel like we're gonna go home, but anyways. The stairs end up in a wall, so we can't go out through there. We can, however, head to the kitchen. I did it, Sir Toad. The girls are gone. That is perfect. Now I can leave this place and go to my family. I want to do that too, sir. I finally found my kitty. I just want to go home now and be with Aunt Grace. But how will you get out of here? There is no boat. Well, help us out of here. We can't swim, obviously. I would love to help you, but I'm too tiny, even though my body is quite moldable. It would be impossible to carry you both on the other side. Let me think about it. Don't leave us yet, please. Moonlight on the water, you're so beautiful and calm. I always feel like the moon is following me. Do you have some ideas on how to get out of this place? I'm sorry, I don't. Maybe somebody else has some ideas. Like who? What have I done? Oh my goodness, this is not right. I never thought this would kill them. I'm sorry, girls, but now I have to get my kitty back. What if you take the basket, kind of like Moses? Take this, Toad, it may help. I'm not a bakery bun, but you are all slimy and soft like dough. You're right, it may work. Here it goes. Ah! Okay, great. I mean, it was the only thing I could think of. Thanks. Thanks a million. Sure, Fran, I only have one complaint. That giant toad is staring at me. He wants to help. That's all. Alright, if he tries anything, I will scratch him. That's okay, but try not to hurt him so much while we're still sitting on him. The water is deep and we don't know what kind of creatures are in there. If we fall in the water, we could die, kitty. Oh, I promise I won't scratch the toad. Let's go. Hey girl, before we go, I forgot to give you something. I saw you in this picture, so I thought it was yours. How does he have that picture? And this book was with it too. Is this her father's diary? You found my family photo, thank you very much. I thought I had lost it forever, but the book is not mine. Oh well, take the book as a gift. It's always healthy to read. It has many pictures. Wow, thank you. I like pictures. Well, let's go now. Yes, here we go. Hold on tight. Chapter 3, I guess? Okay. Wait. Maybe this next one. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I mean, not the flower. If I get that flower again, that's not gonna work. Good. Sheesh, this was hard. Oh, you got an achievement for that, alright. Good to know. I mean, if you got the patience. Here we are, jump off me now. Let's go, kitty. Well, now it's time to go home. I hope you find your family soon, Sir Toad. Thank you. You too. Farewell. Goodbye, sir, and thank you for the ride. Fran, what should we do now? Find the way back home, kitty. Do you see the sky? It's dawn, and really soon all the scary things will disappear. And I'm so hungry and sleepy, I want to go home now. Me too, kitty. We'll find the way. I'll do my best to help you, my dear. Let's go. Still have a lot of things in here. Oh dear, mother and father, sometimes they're very afraid of my thoughts. Sometimes it feels like things that are not real become real, and sometimes the darkness takes me away. What's this? Many faces. This looks intriguing. Are the faces crying blood? Leon Castillo, one of the 1,000? I wonder what that means. I found myself hunting the truth, but finding the unexpected. I found what my senses couldn't show me. I found the truth that relays silently in the unknown. So it's like a personal diary? July 11th, 1908. My name is Leon. I'm currently 92 years old and living alone in a little house far away from the city. I have to admit, I never was fond of jewelry, houses, or clothing. Since childhood, I always talked to animals, plants, and insects, and even though I never got a response, I never quit. If you are reading this, maybe it's because you are looking for answers. Maybe you can see things that others can't, or you can feel what others avoid. You can listen to the silence and become one with everything. That's why he's one of the 1,000. Scary. Mr. Leon is old and he seems sad. Let's see what he wrote. Maybe you can see things that others can't. Oh yes, that sounds a lot like me. Interesting. The black shadows, I can see them too. They are everywhere. December 17th, 1875. It goes backwards. I can't stop it. I can't control it. I see the black shadows everywhere. The blood, the messages, the screaming, all the pain. I can't figure out why this is happening to me. Cry because it hurts. Creepy. Huh? The monster is making other people feel sick too. Inside my head, the stone of wisdom. December 19th, 1875. I had a vision. I'm still breathing fear. I feel at war with my own mind. One of the shadows came down from the sky. I thought it was an angel. Its name is Remmer, Prince of Darkness. From the fifth reality, it talked to me, played with me, and showed me all the terrors. It told me that I was the key to its existence. The monster is making other people sick too. Sheesh. Poor Mr. Leon. I like the drawings though. Oh, that's nice. It must be the love to live. January 13th, 1876. Oh, by the way, today is April 13th, speaking of. I can see myself around. The other me, tell me lies, talks about all the pain and suffering in my life. The other me wants me to commit suicide. He smiles while pronouncing the words, kill yourself. And I have tried, hypnotized by his words, but there is always something saving me at the end. It must be the love to live. There is always something saving me at the end. It must be the love to live. January 15th, 1875. I meet a shadow. For the first time, it talked to me. Ah, these creatures. I wonder why people can't see them. They exist and make people sick. Maybe that's the point, to realize they exist and get rid of them. Their race is called the Kamalas. They hunt weakness and pain. I asked it about the possession of human bodies, and it said, "We are born and feed from fear and the uncontrolled illness of human mind. We are invisible to them, but our existence grabs every single living cell of the body until the end. After that, it started raining, and it walked away from me, leaving a black, oily path after it. I believe water may purify them." January 16th, 1876. After seeing the Kamalas reacting to water, I thought of trying a little experiment. Last night, I encountered something amazing. The Kamalas transform into a new kind of creature when exposed to water. Hehe. Sorry. They melt like wicked witches in fairy tales. Ah, peaceful creatures. If I looked like them, I would go around scaring bad people. The metamorphosis was painful to watch. After the terrible screaming, the Kamalas calmed down and started to cry on the ground. It felt like the pain was disappearing. After a few minutes, a bright and peaceful being was rising in front of me. It felt like the bright creature could read my thoughts. "I thank you for waking me up. I was suffering. I must go where I belong. I thirsta awaits. All Velokas must go there after waking up. If you wish to see the light, come with me. You have the key," it said. I didn't answer. After a while, it faded away. Read thoughts? I think that's a bit scary. I guess we're always afraid of things we can't understand, especially if they seem nice. February 2nd, 1876. I was reading my writings to see if I'm missing something. I recall Remmer from the fifth reality. If there is a fifth reality, there must be at least 4 more. I was thinking that Ithursta may not be a city in this world, but a reality by itself. I wish all answers came to me. I deeply regret the fact I didn't accept the Veloka's invitation. Since I saw the Velokas, I keep seeing this diagram spinning in my head in a single sentence. Time is the rhythm of your perception. I don't understand the drawing. It looks interesting though. Maybe it's to show how time looks like. March 13th, 1876. I got a visit from my son, Brian. I told him about the things that I've seen, but he didn't want to hear and left. I don't blame him. I understand that the reality presented before my eyes is invisible to most of people. I wish I could find a friend just like me. Because my son, he thinks I'm insane. Lonely with no family, huh? You should get a cat, Mr. Leon. My son thinks I'm insane. You're not. I can tell. July 25th, 1876. My body and mind are beginning to understand the pattern. Life becomes quite easy to control when you cut all social laws and only apply our reality laws, because they are not only laws, but also behaviors. Chemical behaviors, natural laws. Without those behaviors, without those laws, we would not exist. Sometimes I wish to be a leaf on the ground, calm while dying. I think I have to study some chemistry to understand what he means. It can be fun to understand how we are built and such. Oh, he seems sad. That's sad. November 11th, 1876. Last night after the storm, a huge creature visited my garden for a few seconds and then disappeared. I found the strange bottle with the pink liquid inside in the same spot the creature landed. I can't fully understand the contents of the bottle. I have found red blood cells in it and bacteria not yet recognized. The bacteria seems to get rid of unusual behaviors in any kind of living creature. I poured some of the pink liquid on a dying plant and it bloomed after a few minutes. I cut my finger to test the liquid with human tissue and it cured it after a few seconds. This bacteria may work as platelets and white blood cells, but at a very high speed. Ah, what creature can that be? Mysterious pink water. Good for the plant that got better and bloomed. The person who's done this really was into journaling. November 22nd, 1876. I do spot some typos. I dream of thousands of black cats surrounding my house, big yellow eyes staring at my sleep. Wow, I love the pictures. Many kittens and many colors. Oh, it thirsta. It feels like fresh air is coming from the book. Beings in Athirsta are varied, from roots to giant insects. Roots are the first in this reality. Insects came later. I learned in their language and numerology. Oh, I started playing Oddworld, and I dropped it for a little bit because I wanted to finish Fran Bow. But after finishing Fran Bow, I would like to get back to it. I've been playing it offline. I've been playing it offline, so not streaming it. But I really liked it, and the mechanics are really different to modern games, so I really enjoy that. Are you into retro games? Okay, so they have their own alphabet too. This keeps going and going. It would be cool to write messages in this alphabet. Are those letters? They sound funny. I like the mask. I guess they call it a shield. 299. Well, that's really, really old. The Great Velokas is the beginning of the first reality, Primeve Light. The Veloka's body structure is quite different from ours. They are made out of photons and sound waves. They're also both... Right, so... They have a body structure that is different. They just look alien, really. I mean, speaking of Abe's Odyssey, you know? They're also both male and female. When the youngsters reach age 299.792.459, they are crowned with the shield. So that would be this shield. It looks like one of those tribal masks. Oh, and what's your best score for the speed run? Like how much did you take to beat it? Dire, creation of the Great Velokas, King of Athirsta, second reality, life. Alright, February 13th, 1877. Lots of entries from that day, no? March 13th. This guy has a thing for the 13th or 11th. I swear I saw another entry on the same day, January 13th. There you go. I don't know if it's relevant, but being in Athirsta feels like becoming what you can't understand on Earth. It's where leaves sing while falling off the tree, and the water whispers its wisdom while you drink it. Pandora, creation of the 5 realms of essential existence, FREE, resides in the human world, third reality. Earth, Mars, and Jupiter, consciousness, practice of will. How would a 10-year-old understand all of this? It's beyond me. Senir Sedi, the end of vibration. When both ends of opposites are the same degree. Resides in third and fourth reality. Death. Right, I had issues pronouncing that too, but essentially it's death, so... Wow, 38 minutes is really great. Congrats. Did you save all of the other aliens though? Or did you really just go for, you know, go for the escape? Really, the first time that I ever played Abe, I didn't even realize that. I mean, it just didn't cross my mind that I could save anyone until I saw the count of casualties. Mabuka is the end of light. Mabuka Kabuki. This is a Kabuki mask. Many heads. That creature must spend a lot of time thinking. Blood everywhere. The end of light? Wow, many heads. Said that before. March 23rd, 1877. Mother Mabuka is letting me go. I've spent 15 days here in Mabuka's den and I'm tired. I don't need to hide from pain anymore because it's part of me. It feels like love is everywhere and everything. I enjoy crying. I enjoy being alive. I just wonder if I was supposed to read all of this like upon finding this journal. Anyways, I was really curious, so I doubt I wouldn't have opened it. If dark things from the dark are so dark, how do they find each other? This is like a fetal position, so maybe they like it dark because they are so ugly, and they are so ugly that they prefer not to see each other. That's an interesting theory. No date recorded. I've never seen a journal entry like registered like that. That's so cool. That must be Mr. Leon sitting there. Are those the shiny insects? Where is the hair comb? Oh, this is the tree with the insects that she's seen before. She did get a comb for it. I'm getting ready for the journey back home. Mabuka sent me to the endless limits of Mabuka's den, and I'm waiting for the Luciferns. I had to become friends with them, or to become more precise, or to be more precise, become one of them. Luciferns gather in filaments. That's why they look like they are growing hair, and the big face is mostly for communication purposes to scare their predators. I hope my body can survive the journey. And we've come to the end of the journal, October 2nd, 1878. It looks like there are pages missing. Gravity collects particles to create new ones. It's a creative force, and with creativity, evolution is inevitable. What is this? The drawing to the left looks like an antenna. Oh no, someone ripped off the rest of the book. I'll never know what happened to Mr. Leon. We'll just get to see, I guess. Oh, it is cool though. I really enjoyed it. What's the cat lady? Did you try Little Misfortune, because it's from the same developer. Oh, 38 minute? Okay. 100% is about an hour. I mean, I guess if you've played it several times, you get to know the ins and outs of the game, so that's that. Oh, Katie, what will be the first thing we do when we get home? Eat, of course, until I fall asleep. And you? I think what? Hold on. I think I would like the same. Wow, that was quite the story. I wonder why I still got the card of the exterminator in here. Do I take the pills back? Oh, it's scary. I wanted to see like what this was. A baby skeleton. I guess he didn't make it in time. Good night and sweet dreams. And is that Mama? Mama? Mama Skeleton. Crystalline water. You are so... It's not really crystalline anymore. I wonder if someday I will learn how to swim. Maybe I can ask Aunt Grace to teach me. I mean... Sheesh. These things again. What were they called? They were called luciferns, right? Sir, are you the curious insects that get stuck? They are sleeping. Maybe they are not stuck. Well, I hope they have their hair comb. Yeah. Well, I surely don't have a comb, so I don't know if I can do anything. Oh dear, this bridge looks pretty scary. Oh, Fran, come on, we have to go home. There's no time to be afraid now. Yes, but I'm afraid of heights. I can go first, alright? Then you follow me. Alright, kitty, you're so sweet. Cat goes real quick. The cat lady. Alright. Try Darkwood. You're gonna like it. Darkwood is very dark, as the name says. Woo. Why'd you stop, cat? Come on, Fran, let's go. I'm waiting for you. You're waiting right there? Fran, wait. That's gotta hurt. Oh my dear, I can't hold it anymore. I don't want to die. Meow! You won't die, my friend. Come on, you can do it. Jump. Alright, here I go. Well, that wasn't much of a jump. I got you. Fran, no! Don't trust the cat. Cats don't have like opposable paws, you know? At least not that I know of. No. Don't be afraid, Fran. We always fall. And after the pain, we will always rise. Oh dear Aunt Grace, don't ever leave me. Don't cry, my little girl. Your heart is pure, but your mind is tormented. You have to stay and walk your own path. Please, Aunt Grace, why won't you just take me out of here, please? You'll just leave me all alone like my mother and father did. I'm sorry, my dear Fran. The illustration reminds me of Emily the Strange, by the way. You will soon understand. Aunt Grace, no, don't go. Please, don't go. Fran, it's time for your new medicine. No, doctor, go away. Dr. Freud, go away. Well, she is taking the red pill, though. No! No, that medication. No, not that.